Hello there and welcome back to Talking with Clyde. First, I just want to say thank you all so much for subscribing, liking my videos, all these wonderful comments. Thank you so much. I'm not able to do these things without you, so before I say anything, I just want to say thank you all for all your support. So today, I'm going to be talking about my very first day as an ESL teacher. Not my first day teaching as an ESL teacher, but my very first day as an ESL teacher. So the day finally arrived that I was going to start my day as an ESL teacher. I was going to meet my co-workers. I was going to step into the building and see where I was going to work, what it would be like. But before that, I had to go to the hospital to be checked out. It was very common procedure so China can make sure you're as healthy as you were in the States as you are when you're in their country. So I got a message to let me know that my ride was here so we can go to the hospital. And when I met my ride, she was a local from China, and the best person to find out about another country is someone who actually lives there. So she was giving me more cultural tips. She was telling me about the very basics of learning Chinese Mandarin, and before I knew it, I was at the hospital. And I thought that a hospital checkup they would kind of take their time, but I was very wrong. Because in my experience, at least in Wuxi, China, when they give you a checkup, it's more like a checkup marathon, because you do a test, next test. You do another test, next test. You do a test, next test. And it's just quick and you're just going, but what about my results? But as they will tell you, we'll tell you your results later. And before I knew it, it was over and I was driven over to the building where I would see my co-workers and where I would work for the very first time. So I walked in the building, I met some of the receptionists and the main people who I would ask questions if I had any concerns about my apartment, cultural concerns, on all those things. Also, one really nice thing they did was they offered to buy me lunch, and of course I took it, and I wanted to try one of more local foods because since I was going to be in China for a while, I better try some local foods. And then after that, I went into the office where I met a lot of my co-workers. I got to see many local teachers. I got to see also some foreigners. Some of the foreign teachers were from America like myself. Also, others were from the UK, and at that time, Ireland and the Philippines. And then very soon I met my direct supervisor again, and he introduced me to the managers and the leaders of our school. And I got a big book to look at, to read about, to learn about the rules and things. So while meeting and greeting, learning about who I'm working with, and reading the book as well, my lunch came, and then I went into the kitchen to eat lunch. And since it was a local dish, I was supplied chopsticks. At that time, my chopstick skills were non-existent, to say the least, and I was struggling very much. I could not use chopsticks to save my life. And one of the locals saw me and just gave me a spoon to help me out. It was to make life much easier for me, and that's when I had one big goal to learn while in China. Learn how to use Chinese utensils so I can eat. So after lunch was over, my desk was ready, so I got to try to study up more on the rules, the rest there, and get accustomed to my workspace. Then my direct supervisor came because it was roughly the end of the day, and he let me know that sometime this week I'll be able to log into my own account, and also gave my schedule, so what I could expect, what I'd be doing for the rest of the week. And also, since we live in the same building, he helped show me how I can get home from the school. But before we went home, he was kind enough to treat me out to dinner, and it was at a noodle shop, to have more one-on-one time on what did I think about my very first day as an ESL teacher, about the hospital, about what are my thoughts, concerns. And at that time, one big concern I had was I was not really that good at using chopsticks to eat. And he said it's perfectly natural and gave me a lot of survival tips on how I can use chopsticks better. After that, I went home, saw my schedule, and just mentally prepared myself on trying to learn a completely new craft, which was teaching Chinese kids English. This has been another episode of Talking with Clyde. You just heard my very first experiences as an ESL teacher, and with the next video, I will talk about my week of observing and training, where I'm learning how I can actually teach kids English. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Please continue to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe and also get notified when I upload new videos. Also, please check me out on my Instagram and Twitter accounts. I hope your day is as awesome as you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.